Kratos-like glaive as her. She has a lot of protection, as well as a little.
She don't even
Will
have.
remain
Did I just
strictly
zoom
as a
in?
flanker role. She'll need to be blind both class that
I
uses
did not know you
Crescent
could zoom into
Pendulum
videos now,
and the
bro.
Noble Sword as her weapons, as well as a Kratos-like glaive as her awakening weapon.
That's
Lan is
hard.
unique in the fact that she can glide through the air, making her more vertical than other classes in the game. She has a lot of protection in both Awakening and Succession, with Awakening giving her a mid-range grab and a lot of HP regeneration on
Mike,
her skills. This allows Lan to
you know what
effectively
started
grind in
making me like
PvE
games
without
like
using
this?
as many potions.
You know,
Unlike
my
other
first, this is
classes,
an
her Succession
MMORPG,
loses the
right?
grab and HP regeneration, but gains a lot of
This
AoE
is an
damage and
MMORPG,
defensive
right?
traits in duels.
You
Lan
know what my
Awakening
first
has the edge
MMORPG
thanks to that
was?
grab, but Succession has
Take
incredible damage
guess.
that makes up for it as well. Succession is especially very strong in PvE grind at high end, in
No,
group PvP and war. Lan is more serving as a
it was
flanker
DC
assassin,
Universe. That's
able
what
to
got me into
disrupt and get
this.
some kills before flying away before she gets
Like flying around
deleted.
the
She
city,
is
like
very squishy in
that, yo.
general, so
You
you
know,
can't
when
live
I
too
first
long.
started playing it, I didn't realize those are real people. Like when I came to the conclusion that that's a real person, I think was like, cause I used to have a Square TV, like the one with the big fat backs. You know what I'm talking about? And then you plug in the 3 cables, cause yeah, PS3 didn't have an HDMI cord yet, so I had to plug in the 3 cables, the blue one, the red one, and the white one. Yeah, so my TV, you couldn't really, like, when you put on DC Universe, you couldn't really read the words, so I couldn't really read that. But then when I got like the flat screen and then I plugged everything in, it was way different. Everything was like, it was clear. I wish I could show you. I think I got a picture, Mike. Hold up. I think I do have a picture of how it used to look back in the day. Gotta go back to. Dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun. Don't tell me that's your ringtone, Mike. Good job. A man on a mission. You don't know nothing about that, Mike. Of high tech ammunition. Teenage life will never be the same. Bro, where is this shit at? I know I sent it to this nigga, bro. Yeah, man. Hey, I remember when they gave Pepper. You see, you don't even know that, do you? Yeah, that shit was hard. Like, why did they have to stop at that nigga with the rings, bro? Like, they should have kept going. I just go to like the pictures we have. Alright, Mike, this is the best picture I could find. Here's another one. This one I used to play Gundam. Alright. You see it, Mike? On IG. Like on Naruto and like, nah, Gundam was bad. Like it was bad a little bit, but like Naruto, they had big words, so it was like this fine print on Naruto couldn't read. But in DC, bro, everything was fine print, bro. Like I couldn't, and then screen shaking, bro, I couldn't. Nothing. This is like, this TV was like, this was like, last time I seen this was like 15 years ago. Let me see. Damn. So we got to carry the 1. So that's what, a 12 now? 7? Oh, damn, I know how to do math still. Yeah, so I was like 7, right? Maybe 8 now. This universe came out 2000, right? So it's, not 15, that was 10, 11 plus 2, 10. No, shit, no. 2. That was 10 years ago.
Definitely scared the shit out of me, but I appreciate you. Okay, I'll take my blizzards now. Oh, wow, you did the test. Thank you, Chucky. TJ, hold that shit. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Definitely scared.
Yo, Mike, niggas was coming. Yo, bro. Oh my god, bro. Niggas, I forgot to tell you, bro. Niggas was in a Persona costume, bro. And niggas thought that nigga was Dracula, and I was crying, bro. I was crying, yo. And then someone came as a Bakugo. There was a Michael. There was a 6'5" unicorn, yo. Yeah. I'm talking about the Halloween costume, bro. So.
Definitely scared the shit out.
There was something else I was about to say. Damn, I lost my train of thought. Damn. I really did. I really did. Damn. Oh, wait. You still got a collection scroll, Mike? Yeah. What's the percentage on it? Yeah. And what does it exactly say? Wait, what's the effect say? Let me go to my rewards. Not me. Item drop amount plus 50%. Item drop rate plus 50%. Okay, did I say that right? No, I'm asking you. That's what it says. Item drop rate plus 100%. Item drop amount plus 50%. Okay, I see. I see what you're talking about. I was just checking because if it increases the amount, right? That means instead of getting 2, you should get 5. So you should get 3. That means the one I had before probably wasn't working because I was still getting 2 for them shits. I'm not gonna catch it. So it says 3, right, Mike? Oh, it's just 50%. But I also got this. No, wait. Increase drop amount, right? So I could stack that with something, right? Because the Golden Pig's Blessing This is what the niggas was talking about. The Golden Pig's Blessing is plus 90% though. How many of those you got, Mike? Are the Golden Pig's Blessing? Because those is plus 90. Can you stack that with the plus 50? Don't do it now because you're not doing it right. Because if so, I've been using the wrong shit. New way they did these skills, bro. Oh. What is skill enhancement? What is that for? I think when I redid my skills, I followed the video. I'm not gonna cap, and that's why I'm missing a lot of skills. So I don't got ankle. No, I do have ankle cutter. My ankle cutter is. Well, how do I know which move I got? Do I even have this? I do have this. Just wait for Lee, man. Wait for Lee. I want to do that too. How much you thinking? How much it costs? How much it costs you, Mike, to do that? Does it cost anything? Ooh. Isn't there a way to 100% it? Like, wasn't he telling you that? What's fair? You got his number, Mike. You know what I mean? Joking, but hey, do you, man? Put on speaker, Mike. Oh, great, great. Yes, I do. Got a FaceTime. What are skill presets? We got skill presets can be saved per class. You could load save presets. Says you get one for completing. Yeah, it says you get one for completing Awakening, one for completing Succession. I don't know. If that's the case, there's a lot of things I gotta figure out later. What level I gotta be to use this skill? 58? Oh my god. That skill's oh my god, that's the skill. That shit is hard. Oh, I got it. Hey, y'all maxed out my smoke screen. Yo, I forgot, Mike. I got a substitution jutsu. Oh my god. Yep. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's hard. That's hard. Fly power. Okay. And then my passes. This is required skill points. Oh, that's what you meant. Yo, tell me, Michael, why I thought everything took 1 skill point to upgrade, bro. Damn, no, I'm not about to pay 5 skill points for that. Still worse. Yeah. Skills you cannot learn after learning the skill Pilgrim Steps, Night Defense, the Light Beyond, increase your resistance, physical attacks. Still trying to figure out. That's R1 plus R2. You still in the shop, Mike? Send your shadow ahead to hit enemy moves to where your shadow is. Can be added to ring on your side. But now they have to flash on it. I need quick slots for some of my skills. Yep. Quick slots on them. Yep. Cause you know some of them don't have buttons, right? You said what? Game or real life? Yep. That cost 35 skill points. What? They got me fucked up. Cooldown. Yep. Did not mean to upgrade that fuck? I'm just wasting shit. Mike, this is why you, yo, I was one, yo, oh my god, I just remembered when I hold X while I attack, it gives me a new combo, like regular combos, bro, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, I remember this shit now. Yo. Quickly draw. Yeah, Mike, here, let me go back to the stage. My page, that's a page, wow. They said Sage is max. I was at line, that's what I said. Sage is hard, man.
Next up, we have Sage, the latest class to be introduced to Black Desert. It's a male class using a Kive, a cube-like object for his main weapon, and a magical weapon called a Kibelius Spear for his awakening. In succession, Sage has the ability to open portals and traverse the field mostly untouched. He is a caster-style class that deals damage from mid-range, but acts mostly as a flanker damage dealer since his defenses are some of the lowest in the game. His PvE clear is among the highest in the game, but he suffers a bit in 1v1 scenarios. Sage Succession is a bit on the slower side, but his awakening imbues him with the power of lightning, increasing his speed and allowing him to traverse the battlefield at a faster rate. His awakening form reminds me of Thor, the god of thunder, but with a spear instead of a hammer. Sage Awakening gains an Arcane Summon as well that also allows him to deal extra damage, and a ranged grapple useful for quickly taking down slower opponents. While Awakening's clear speed is not as good as Succession, he does gain some advantages in duels thanks to that grapple and extra mobility. Because Awakening is able to keep their base skills, he has access to the portals, making his overall kit very strong. Recently nerfed in Succession due to his damage and kill potential being off the charts in group fights, he now takes a more methodical and thoughtful approach on his damage dealing. With enough gear and experience, he can still be very, very deadly. Next up, we have Tamer.
That lightning shit is hard, bro. Like, you ever see it before, Mike? Like you gotta see them shits change, bro. What was that? I was at Lon. No, I was at Lon Guardian. Let me just finish this shit. I got like 2 more of these niggas left.
Next up, we have Guardian, a female class using a battle axe and shield and a halberd as her awakening weapon. She is one of the best PvE grinders in the game with her awakening. Her AoE is large and damage output kind of absurd. She can outgrind classes much higher in gear than her and can grind areas with lower defenses than what is suggested thanks to her passive tankiness. She has protection in almost all of her skills. She has invincibility frames that linger through animation and awakening. She can negate damage quite a bit. She has heals on her skills and awakening as well. She has a protected grab, and her skills have a deceptively long range in both awakening and succession. Her succession is a bit more utility focused, giving allies defensive buffs, so she trades the ranged AoE damage in favor of those utility options. Most players play awakening for the sheer damage potential and ease of grind, one of the lowest APM classes to grind with, so easy on the fingers. You won't really get arthritis playing this class. She is easy to learn and very, very easy to play, though in duels she suffers a bit against grab classes as her animations are a little predictable. Succession is a bit better in 1v1s, just a little bit faster mobility. In group PvP and War, Awakening currently is one of the best classes and sought out just as much as Witch Wizard, Valkyrie, and Berserker. Succession struggles a bit compared to Awakening in War and group PvP, though she can still deal some hefty damage and be very useful. But in PvE, Awakening is just better with those AoEs overall. The one class I would say is the best starter class for anyone playing Black Desert for the first time, trying to be as efficient in their progression as possible, is going to be Guardian Awakening. You want to play Guardian Awakening if you want to progress fast in this game. Moving on, we have Archer, the male elf class. Archer comes already with Awakening unlocked from level 1 and does not have a succession.
Yeah.
He uses a great bow and a crossbow. His strength is his range
My Archer
DPS
level
and
50. I just
protection. He
left
can
him
be
there
very
because
mobile
no, he's
and deals
53. I
heavy
lost him
damage from
53 because there ain't
range.
no point
His
going 56.
hardest hitting skills do leave him fairly stationary and vulnerable, though he is able to move around and almost dance around the battlefield looking for one of his many crowd control range skills to land before he slides up on you and deletes you. In PvE, he is fairly good up until the latest endgame areas, where unfortunately the big weakness starts to show, and that is Archer is, defensively speaking, the weakest class in the game. He simply will not be able to casually grind later areas unless you are incredibly geared, meaning you have to invest a lot more silver into your gear to grind, unlike some other classes. In duels, he does well against weaker opponents, but struggles against anything with ranged damage, since at high gear level fights, his protection and guards may not be enough to find a moment to crowd control and then finish your opponent. In group PvP and War, he does well if left alone, but again, his relatively squishy nature prevents him from being anywhere near the main blob, so you'll be mostly a flank or ranged assassin. Archer, while needing some help, can be very powerful. A very geared Archer is a scary thing, and the class lends itself to being one of the more fluid and satisfying to play classes available in the game. He just needs a little bit of help defensively to allow him to survive long enough to be a threat, and also be able to grind newer areas in the game like other classes. Finally, we have Shy, a female elven-like class named after a race in the game of the same name. Shy is
Really?
the
Its
most
PvP is
unique
1
class
star.
in Black Desert. They don't have an awakening, they don't have a succession, rather they gain a talent. Shy was made to be a support life skiller class, so their kit is full of heals and party buffs. They are essential and surprisingly do well in high-end PvE spots, but unfortunately their mobility is terrible, making them slower to grind with in
So he
lower-end
can beat us
areas.
with
In
this in a
1v1,
1v1.
she stands no chance with anyone with any
Bro, they
semblance
have
of
1
gear. She
star
has
Mike.
heavy PvP damage reductions on all of her skills, making them hit like wet noodles. In terms of difficulty, she's fairly easy to pick up, but in group fights she will have to adapt to tactics and have some positional awareness to do well. Most Shy players also aim to do War and group PvP with defensive gear, so they'll gravitate towards a defensive build, making them more difficult to kill. This is expensive if you also choose to grind for money. Shy starts out with Alchemy and Gathering already leveled to Professional 1, which is decent and has some passives that lend it to be a very good life skiller or profession class if you wish to do that route. Though keep in mind her mobility sometimes is a negative, and you may not want to make her your primary
skills. Yeah, skills. Yeah, I gotta get to. Okay, I see the point of getting to level 60 now. Right? I see the point. Select the skills. Huh? No, I gotta get to level 60 at least to get the skills on that. By my next level, I'm gonna get this fire. I'm gonna spam it. It's on an 8-second cooldown. I'm gonna spam the shit out of Alright, good. I took the time to review my skills, and I'm about to do that. And I wasted hella skills, bro. I hate the way they changed that. Let me try this. What are you doing right now? What are you doing? What you doing? Did you do that already? Yep. There we go. There we go. That's how you do the damn combo. And then I don't do it properly. How did I just fucking do that shit? Oh my god. Fuck this game. Yeah, I just did it a second ago, bro. Like, I don't know. I'm really walking, and I did. Why do I get pick out? I did it, man. What time does Lee get home? Oh, he went to work? Where does he live, Mike? What's his address? He lives in New York, you said? What street? Mike? What street he live on? Huh? Mike, come on, man. Mike, I'm just bringing my PS4 to him so he can do it for me, bro. Like, come on, teach me. I'm a visual learner, not a verbal learner, bro. Mike? No, for real, Mike. Text him, ask him. I'll just... You think if I ask him, can I come over and you show me, he'll say yes? What do I tell him if you come over here? You live closer to him, right? You live in Newark. That's right next to New York, right? Newark. Okay. So how did I do that just then? Yo, I came out the gates with that shit. What the God. I'm about to kill myself and figure out how to do this. Ninja's so tough. Oh my god. Yo, I used to do this shit seamlessly, bro. This combo, like I just recorded myself doing it, like, and I did it twice in a row, bro. I don't know how the freak I did it, bro. Now cooldown, getting the cooldown. There we go. There we go. Okay. So I got a boom. This bitch ass game. This bitch ass game. And here I'm thinking I'm doing it right. Bro, how the fuck did I do that shit? Are these two different skills I'm doing?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Yep.
I don't know how the hell I did that. I think I'm getting through. Okay. Oh, I figured it out. I figured it out. I figured out the combo. I gotta write this down. Okay. I need to pee. I'll be right back, man. Michael, I'm dying to try my new dandelions, man. I'm about to go farm. Let's see, cause if I was killing these shits easily, that means I might be a little bit better than I was. I wasn't doing too bad defense wise. Once I get that loop though, oh my god. Let's start auto running. I'll figure out my skills and use and go on. No, you wanna play Gundam? Hey, yo, Michael, why don't y'all be jumping me? I don't understand. What? That's what I'm saying. Why don't y'all jump me? You should Taekwondo, yo, Taekwondo really the standard. I mean, take advantage of niggas, man. Knock them down. Come get me. Nah, Taekwondo decent though. Every time I decide to press triangle, he counters me. And I get it. I can't use reference. I might pick up reference because when I used it, it was eh. It was eh. I don't know. Anderson hands maybe. I don't know. Wait, which one does he use? If I were you, I'd just keep doing that. You know what I mean? Get the shot confirmed and just take the 20 less damage. But out of everybody that's ever played Epyon, Michael, you got the best Epyon. Don't let Tada hear me say that. Well, I played Epyon a little bit in Gundam Versus, but I ain't